Welcome to Yemi's house, Berlin. And it's been a while, ladies and gentlemen, that we've been away. And it was all because of this COVID. And, here in Germany, you have to adhere strictly to it. And welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, presently in Africa, a lot of things are going on. And we will go and discuss some of it. Like my name is Yemi, more than if anybody, well, if you rock with me. And we will go first straight to a video that's about something that happened like 2 weeks ago. And it has to do with the president of Ghana, who did something so awesome that I never knew if all presidents in Africa can just imbibe his sense of patriotism, his agitation for patriotism, then I believe most of our African countries will be better. I mean, for those who did not know what I'm trying to talk about, I will play the video now, then you can get a full picture of what I'm trying to talk about. So here we go.
It is quite simple. We need the raw materials and you have the raw materials. The resulting trade and business should benefit both countries. This principle is part of mutual respect. Gold and cocoa can create work and wealth in both countries.
Ghana is currently Switzerland's largest trading partner in sub-Saharan Africa, largely from the export of gold and cocoa to Switzerland and the import of chemical and pharmaceutical products, as well as light machinery and military equipment from Switzerland. However, as I have stated on occasion, Ghana no longer wants to be dependent on the production and export of raw materials, including cocoa beans. We intend to process more and more of our cocoa in our country with the aim of producing more chocolate ourselves, because we believe that there can be no future prosperity for the Ghanaian people in the short, medium, or long term if we continue to maintain economic structures that are dependent on the production and export of raw materials. We intend to add value to our raw materials, industrialize and enhance agricultural productivity. This is the best way we can put Ghana at the high end of the value chain in the global marketplace and create jobs for the teeming masses of Ghanaians.
Welcome back. So to discuss this, many other issues today, I have a special guest, and that is Mr. Maberu. Is from Nigeria, and is an admin officer, a graduate, and he works at the University of Medical Science in Ondo State. So I would like to call on him right now, our guest. But as you know, in Nigeria, so many things happen, and right now he's nowhere to be found. But it's all right. So the president of Ghana 2 weeks ago was invited to this meeting, and there, the white people, the Switzerland people, they are used to it that they come down to Ghana and they take their cocoa to produce chocolate, candy, and this has been going on for a very long time. And what's so saddening about it is that most of the time they come down there to take these raw materials away. They take the raw materials away like that down to Switzerland without giving any kind of returns, like in the sense that they come from raw materials, they take it away to Switzerland. But what about the Ghanaians? They are not even setting up companies to get them employed or anything. So the Ghana president said at this time around, enough is enough. You don't come to my country and take my raw materials away just like that. Now, if you want it, you come down to my country, you build a company, and the raw materials don't go nowhere again. So to discuss it, I have Mr. Maberu here. Like I introduced him before. He's a graduate, like I said, and is so passionate about Pan-Africanism. So, Mr. Maberu, how are you? Welcome to Yemi's House, Berlin. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you very much.
that was a video of what happened 2 weeks ago when the Swiss president asked the president of Ghana for permission to export more of their cocoa. And as
Yes.
we could see, the Ghanaian president refused blatantly that enough is enough. And how do you view this? Do you see this as a kudos to him, or do you think this will have a kind of adverse effect? Like we always know, the Western, the Western countries, we always know that if they don't get what they want from Africa, always know what always happens at last. Like no more loans, no more hate. So do you think the Ghanaian president did the right thing, or not? Or how do you view this?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm very happy to be here, and thanks for inviting me. You know, when I saw the development, I was so impressed. We've been hoping for a time like this. When we have an African leader being Afrocentric. All what we'll be having, since we've had our heroes pass, like Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, all what we'll be having after they've gone at the stooge of the imperialists. But at this time, I'm happy that a lot of African leaders started to be waking up, and see the evil of this Western power, taking off their resources and impoverishing the people. That's the best thing he has done. If you want to get a raw material, why can't you put a company here that will be processing it, a processing company here, rather than enslaving us again? That's what the West are doing. It's a kind of what I call second slavery. Despite the fact there's no chains again on our hands and on our legs, we are still not free. And that's why they cause problem in Africa. They make sure the West, they make sure they install their stooge and they do their biddings. And this stooge, they don't mind, their people just following the dictates of their Western lord. And we are happy, and I want a lot of African leaders, we want them to imbibe in this, what the Ghanaian president has done. They should rise up. For how long shall they sell the continent for the Western imperialists? So they should rise up and learn from our heroes past. And that's what we are expecting. You can see what Paul Kagame was doing too. We can see what the Namibia president that just left. We see the legacy he left. So we want the other African countries, most especially Nigeria. We want a leader from Nigeria. Nigeria is very vital for African. All eyes are on Nigeria, but maybe when we start with the interview, we talk more on the shit that is going on in Nigeria in particular. So it's a welcome development, and what the Ghana president needs to do is that he should ideologize his people. Because what he has done, he should expect a retaliation from the West. He should expect a retaliation in form of using media against him, forming a kind of narrative to demean him and, spoil his government and making the people, causing confusion among his people. That's what they did to gather power for how long? They say you are staying in power. What's the big shit about that? How long has Queen Elizabeth has been the one dictating the tune in the UK? Who thought? They won't concern them about us in Africa. But when they see the one that is rising for us, they kill them. And we have instances like that. So we can't continue like this. And he should ideologize his people. He should let the people know what's happening. so that they won't use his people against him, like they did to Gaddafi. Well, I blame Gaddafi because they have a very, very great idea, but you didn't carry your people along. Your people doesn't know what's happening. Every local must be educated to be Afrocentric, you know?
Yeah.
So you should expect a kind of retaliation from them. You should expect it and you should be prepared for it.
Okay.
You know, the West, they control the media, you know, they will just cook a narrative, they can say it's corrupt, they can, you know, and the people, they can just, they sponsor rebel against government, against African leaders that are Afrocentric, and they want to deliver the country from the bondage of these evil imperialists, no?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And there is recently too, there was this video of a policewoman who decided to be, should we say, patriotic or so industrious that she decided to control traffic inside inside the heavy rain. I will play the video now, and I want to seek your opinion about that. So let's go to that video.
Road safety officer controlling traffic under a heavy rain. You can imagine that, right? There are still good police officers. She deserves an accolade. She deserves an accolade. You can imagine that. Her wristwatch is soaked in water. I tell you, I have a wristwatch for her. Actually going to dance right wristwatch. Yes. Actually doing that under the rain.
Welcome, Mr. Maber. Welcome back. Well, as you could see inside that video, hello?
Hello?
Mr. Maberu, as you could see inside that video, the traffic warden was busy directing the traffic inside that heavy downpour. Now, on social media, it was awash on social media. Many people were giving her kudos. Many people were giving her thumbs up. Many people were praising her for that. But I just want us to look at it from this perspective. I believe in a sane environment, in a sane condition, although many people do say that Nigeria is no longer a sane society, but like over here in Germany, I don't think it will like sound reasonable and normal for a traffic warden or a police officer to be performing his official duty, for example, inside that rain, because normally there should be something like a kind of protection for them against such natural occurrence like this rainfall. So to me, I don't see it as anything that is worth eulogizing or what praising to see a Nigerian enforcement officer performing, a duty inside the rain. To me, it's a shame. To me, it's not commendable. To me, it's outrageous. So I mean, that's my own point of view. So what do you think about that? Because even so many educated and so many intellectuals online are like saying, wow, she's really patriotic, she deserves to be. But I believe like some people will say, they will call that total madness. In Yoruba, we will say amudi arale yan ma pe, arata ma pe nwere. I mean, it means that Yeah, so because in English it means that your relatives you only think okay you are going through probably depression, but outsiders you definitely know you are already going mad. So that to me is just like I don't know. She should be, they should try and work on her and see if she's mentally stable, psychologically stable. That's what I would say, because I don't think any sane person would
Yeah.
do such a thing. So I mean, what do you think to that? Do you justify her for doing that, or do you see it as total irant nonsense? Well, like Nigeria is always like this with our network. Though with the population of almost 250 million, and with so many telecoms company in Nigeria, we have Glow, we have MTN, we have Etisalat, we have so many of them. But yet, what is still happening? Our telecoms in Nigeria is still one of the worst in the world. I mean, I can just imagine if with the heavy tariffs they are placing on per minute use of your credit, and you're still unable to have uninterrupted internet network, then I would say that is really, really despicable for a country like Nigeria. Well, in the time being, so many things have been going on in Nigeria that really needs to be discussed about. And recently there was this they've been this acclimatizing for people have been clamoring for secession, the Oduduwa Republic, we have the Biafra, so many like that happening and going on in Nigeria. And many people they've asked me that why is Miss House not talking about it? And the answer I keep giving them is that even before it got to an extent whereby it got to this stage, I told them that Nigeria is a country that is a ticking time bomb. Over time, it's going to explode. And we can see that the explosion is going on right now, because in a country where the government decides to be giving terrorists a monthly salary of 150,000 naira, and you have thousands of graduates each year with only 7 million out of the total graduates in a year that are gainfully employed in Nigeria. And here you are paying 150,000 naira to people who derive joy and pleasure from making others cry, from raping people, from killing people, from terrorizing people. And the federal government and the Nigerian government still deems it fit to even have a kind of budget for them inside the Nigerian budget. All in all, what I'm trying to say is with the way they are like supporting, because I would call it a kind of support for this terrorism act, you cannot but wonder why in a country where we say we have a president, we have the House of Senate, we have the House of Rep. By the way, my question to Nigerians is this: once we have the House of Senate, what's the job of the House of Rep? What are they really doing? We have each state have House of Assembly. After that, we have House of Rep. Then we have House of Senate. Now the big question is this: what are the House of Rep really, really doing? Because they take home millions each month, and I ask myself, I see no change. There's still no, you see no changes nowhere. And they still go about driving big fat cars, building mansions, accumulating wealth all over the world, buying houses in Dubai, buying houses in London. And people from their own constituency don't even have access to good health, how much more good roads, and they are collecting constituency money. So the question is, what are they doing there? So this led to the fact that, because of this whole insecurity in Nigeria, if the government fails to perform their duties to their citizens, then I don't see anything wrong if citizens ask for their right. If the government is not giving you your right, then I believe there's nothing wrong in you asking for the right. So I believe that when Nigerians go out and they ask for a better Nigeria, and I think they are all tired from all this insecurity. For you people don't really understand what I'm saying, thinking I'm just making blah, 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 blah about this whole thing. Here's a video of how people are being displaced from their own land by Fulani herdsmen, and they have to go seek refuge in another country. I think that is despicable. For you think I'm just making, for viewers who have not seen this video, I'm going to play this video for you and you will understand what I'm trying to say.
Asawalati asasi Bene láwàyí. Ó tó nǹkan bí oṣù kan sígbà tá a wà yìí àwọn Fúlàní dé ní nǹkan bí aago 9 lè náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní yìn ìbọn. Ẹsẹ̀ la fi rìn pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ wa la fi sáré wá sí Bene. Ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ àwọn ìjọba Fásí àwọn náà gbà wá sí la fi wà ní báyìí ní èní. Àwọn tó kù ní wá pọ̀ jù báyìí lọ. Àwọn tó wà ní báyìí lélẹ̀ àwọn tó kù ti lọ sí oko.
Asa wá láti Asa ní Ogun State, local government wa ní Ayétúrò. Àwọn Fúlàní yaba wa pẹ̀lú ìbọn ńláńlá àti ẹ̀mọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń sáré gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n kọ́dà gan. Àwọn tán dáná sunú àwọn ọmọ wa pọ̀. Àwọn tó tẹ̀ sálọ tá àmọ́ bí tí wọ́n lọ sí gbogbo wa á pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ tó jẹ́ pé àwọn kan ní Gànà, àwọn kan ní Owódé, àwọn kan lọ sí Kútọ̀nù, àwọn kan lọ Ṣọmọdọ̀ l'Ékòó. Ibi tá a wà yìí gan Bẹ̀nẹ̀ ni, kò síbi tá à ń sùn, kò síbi tá à ń jẹ. Kábíyèsí tó wà ń bí ló kàn ń ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ló ń hẹ́bùn wa, kò sóhun tá à ń jẹ, ìyà ń jẹ wá. Gbogbo ilé wa gan náà ti dáná sun, kò sì sáṣọ. Èyí tí mo wọ̀ yìí gan kọ́dà wọ́n fún mi ni. Nígbà tí Adébíyì wọ́n fún mi torí gbogbo aṣọ wa pátápátá náà ti dáná sun pátápátá. Kò sí gbẹ́kẹ̀lé kan nítorí náà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Àwọn ọmọ wa kọ́dà àwọn kan ń ráre káàkiri, àwọn míì kan ló kàn ń ṣàánú wọn. Ọ̀pọ̀ wọn gan náà ti ṣe láìdáánú àwọn ọmọ wọn. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ làwa yàn láàyò ń bẹ̀yẹn láti máa ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n láti ìgbà tán ti lé wa kúrò ń bẹ̀ nísìnyí, kò sí kókó iṣẹ́ kan tá a dì mọ́. A kàn ń mánéjì, a kàn ń jámàjàmà, àwọn èèyàn ló kàn ń ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
Ibi tá ń gbé nìyàn, ibi wọ́n fún wa ní Bẹ̀nẹ̀ pé ká máa lò ní nígbà tá a sá débi. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tó kù wọ́n ti lọ sí láàrin oko. Àwọn kan ti padà lọ Nàìjíríà.
Welcome back, Mr. Maberu.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, there was an interruption then.
We understand that is Nigeria for you. That video, I talked about the fact that...
Hello, I want to come in, please.
Yeah, you can go on.
Yeah, before there was an interruption, you asked about the heavy downpour on an officer, I think a traffic police.
Water. Yeah.
So, okay, you've done with that?
Yeah, go ahead and give your opinion.
All right. You know, here in Africa, and Nigeria in particular, we've been so dehumanized that we think that in our state, in that dehumanizing state, that's how life should be. And funny enough, a lot of people that are educated, I don't call it education. All our universities, we are not getting education from them. What we get is brainwashing, because I call our university brainwashing centers. Because the more we are educated, the more we have professors, the more we are uneducated, the more lawyers we have, the more we can't access health facility. The more lawyers, the more injustice. So there's something wrong in this system. You understand? Especially the educated ones. The more we are educated, the more we rationalize oppression. Bola Ige said, the purpose of education is to fight oppression. But here in Nigeria, how many professors has really faced government face to face? That what you are doing to this society is unjust. How many? All the bank They are the ones, they are in the bank to launder money. All the sons we have, they get their money from defending the thieves. Nobody is standing for the society. So here in Nigeria, a lot of shit happen. The one the video you play, that one is say minimal. So they dehumanize us so well that we feel that there's nothing wrong in all the shit that's happening in the society, and education would have delivered us. Our education is brainwashing center. We are educated to rationalize suffering. You understand? That's what we face in Nigeria. That's why anybody in Africa, our education in Nigeria and Africa cannot deliver us. One needs to step ahead further. You need to. Which books are we reading in university? Our education is structured in colonial line now. What the colonial master wants us to know. All the narratives that will be binding us. So we need a total overhauling in Africa, especially about education. We have been educated by oppressors. You understand? So instead of us to read real books, we are reading all those books that will be making us to rationalize suffering in the land. So I just pity the poor traffic police, no? And it'd be funny that it's the people that need to condemn the shit that will be praising it as if it's patriotic stuff. I don't do those shits, man. No.
So
and it's high time for us to, no matter. Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah, what about these Yoruba people that have been displaced from Ogun State? Because this issue about this Fulani herdsmen, it's really a disturbing issue, to be realistic to ourselves. The Fulanis are saying that only some of them are the culprits.
Yeah.
While virtually every Yoruba man is condemning the Fulanis for this act. And like this video we just finished watching, they said they are being displaced from Ogun and they have to move to Benin Republic because of Fulanis. And now the question is this. Does the government or the federal government, it seems they're kind of insensitive to the plight of Nigerians concerning this whole issue of herdsmen? Because Miyetiala is asking for a compensation of billions of naira. The Cow Traders Association of Nigeria, they collected 400 and something billion naira compensation from the federal government. And the NSAS, nobody is yet to collect any compensation. I don't know if you them. The man that was murdered on his farm in Ibadan is yet to be compensated. The students that were killed during protests are yet to be compensated, their families. So why is it that when it comes to the issues of these Fulanis and these cows, the federal government, they are always like, you know, up to it, they are always like, okay, attending to it. But when it comes to issues of lives of Nigerians, it's like they are nonchalant about it. It's like nonchalant. It's like they have a lackadaisical approach towards it, which I find very, very disheartening. So, what do you think can be done to really curb this menace of this herdsmen? People are saying secession. Do you think even after secession, do you think it's going to be better? I just want to
Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, thank you very much. You know, the problem we have in this country is the problem between the rich and the poor. There's nothing wrong with poor Fulani men. I love them. Nothing is wrong with them. Our problem in this country are the rich. You understand? How will a poor Fulani boy, Fulani boy, or the S-man or S-men, where would they get those sophisticated weapon? It is the northern elite that has agenda, and they are using these poor, miseducated fellows we call Fulani S-men and Fulani S-men. I think they have an agenda, to take over the land. That's if you follow the history, that's what they've been doing, the Fulanis. And they are using these poor, uneducated guys we call armed Fulani S-men. Who armed them? We should start to know the foundation of our problem. Who owns the cow? Are they not the elite in the north and in the south here? Those guys they're not the owner, they're just using them. Our problem are the elite in this country. Let us find a way of pulling them down. Imagine this, from Kano, a poor Fulani boy, man, working with hundreds of cows from Kano to Lagos to come and graze, man. Is that fellow normal? The fellow will come to your farm and you say he will not eat grass. He will kill you, man. It's better you run for your life or you defend yourself. Who are the problem? Why will an elite who is in Abuja with his abada have a cow and put a S-man there or S-boy and make him walk from Kano with leg to south here, man?
But they always, we always know that Fulani, they are nomads. Like, even we see that they migrate, they walk all the way from other countries, from Sudan. They walk weeks, months. That's why they are nomads. They don't have any home.
All right. So is that normal in this 21st century? Okay, if it's your culture as you're saying, what is wrong with son of Kano governor or Erufai Pikin today? It's normal for them. Not be their culture. Say Ganjuge na Fulani now, Erufai na Fulani, or Buhari na Fulani. Where is son they make it come waka or come south here? Why is it not normal for them? Why can't they give that poor boy education like they give their own children? Uneducated, a child that never visited school before but started to graze and working with cow from north to south is normal. It can kill, man. They are just using these people. The elite are our problem. You understand? The elite are our problem. I don't have issue with them. Recently, I even see the Fulani head boy, somewhere. I called him, I gave him money. I said, I love you. When the old drama was even, when we are at the heat of it, I show love. They really show love that you are not my problem, man. They come to our street, and a lot of us, our community people are saying, leave here, throwing store at him. I said, relax, leave this boy, man. I gave him money, go and buy bread and some water and cool your mind, man. You understand? And you talk about secession. I'm not really after. I support Oodua Republic, and it's not because of this crisis happening. You understand? I'm a Yoruba, and I want to, Nigeria doesn't have a value. We don't have a Nigerian value or a Nigerian culture. So I want to be identified as a Yoruba. You understand? It's not because of this agitation of secession, of Fulani or insecurity. That's what I'd love to be. You understand? What I can do in the south, if I go to the north and do that, they may behead me or cut off my hand. So we don't have the same value. We don't have the same history. We don't have the same background, the same culture. So when I want to align with my culture, Nigeria is an artificial thing now. Now, Lord, look at might just together. We are not together before. And this whole arrangement for the benefit of Oyinbo, you understand? So that's the reason why I support Oodua Republic.
That name Nigeria was given by a woman.
Yes, maybe when they were having
That was
love affair in the,
Lord Lugat's girlfriend.
maybe when they were inside bedroom, you just feel, what should we call this area? Nigeria. You just dash out that name, and we started bearing that name. Maybe when they are having love affair and having fun, just say, dear, what can we do for this area we've acquired? I say, Nigeria. What a kind of insult. So
Well,
I really vouch for Odua Republic, because I want a kind of system our father had before. I wish we can develop on those systems. You can see in the old Oyo Empire, you can see their political structure. It's about the people. But Nigeria is not
yeah,
making this happen. I think
but I always
Odua
tell,
Republic will
but
guarantee
I
that.
always tell people that, look, if you say we should revert the old style that we had in Yoruba land, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
You understand? So
Yes, I get you.
the question I'm asking right now is this: everybody is acclimatizing for this. Most Yorubas want this Yoruba Odua Republic. But if we go
Yes.
back to it, in the 18th century, in the days of
Yes.
our forefathers like Shoun, Ogumola, Ogedengbe, people like
Yes.
Bashorunga. If we go back to those
Yes.
days, you will discover that
Yes.
all these people, it was more or less like a monarchical rule.
Yes.
You understand, like the Obas and all these monarchies, they were the ones that were really, really like dictating, and it's more or less like a dictatorship. So don't you think that if we revert to that, it's going to be like Germans would say, Sowieso. It will be like Sowieso,
Yeah.
back to the
Yes.
basis. I mean, and another thing I always tell people asking for Odua Republic is this: look, we all know that it was the Yorubas that brought down Awolowo.
Yes.
We all know that it was the Yorubas that brought down Bola Ige. We know that it was the Yorubas that brought down Abiola. We know that the problem Nigeria is having right now politically is the Yorubas, right? So now, how do you think, even if you have a republic, it will be successful? And that is the question I keep asking everybody.
All right.
Right now, we are acclimating the Yorubas. There are some people saying we want Yoruba Republic, but our monarchies that are like the epitome of our culture and heritage, and we cannot, this Yoruba Republic cannot function without their support, are even the ones that are
Yes.
mainly antagonizing the move. So the question is,
Yes.
how do you see this one? How do you see it succeeding?
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me address the point you made that in the days of father in the 18th century, that the monarchical system we were practicing is dictatorial. No, the Oba is just there. Anytime he wants to make decision, he made it with the council of chiefs. Is Oba will only divulge that decision or gave the people after they made this decision together with council of chiefs. That's a very pure check and balance system that mitigate against being dictatorial. But none of the chiefs will say, oh, we made it together. They paint it as if it's the Oba that made the decision. It will just announce. But the council of chiefs must be there. Oba cannot just sit down in one corner of his palace and say he's making the decision. It will be null and void. They are made the decision are made together with the council of chiefs. So pure check and balance. That is what our father instituted. And there was an Igbo man, a white man intruder when they came here. You know, they came over our land and see the settings of our political system. He eulogized it. That wow, that they don't even have it in the Europe. You understand?
Yeah.
Indeed, he said that. So we have a very good structure And what we need to do is just to develop this heritage or this culture we had from our forefather. You know, our system and our structure, the agenda is for the people, and people are the number one. Any other issue that is there is meant for us to develop. You understand? And you asked about the Republic, how it can come to limelight without the support of the Obas.
Yeah.
All the Obas we have in Yoruba land here, it's unfortunate that they should be at the forefront of it, but they are benefit from this bad system, man. From this system where after 60 years, there's no road, no electricity, no good health care, no education for the people. And the Oba are keeping quiet. We are talking about the Republic now. They didn't talk. They are benefiting from it, man. How many Oba Peking, they go to school for Nigeria? All of them, they are abroad, man. Maybe Oba should show a sample. No be ancestral land be this. Now UK be ancestral land. But they have the money.
But the issue
About
is
Lagos,
the educational system in Nigeria is destroyed. The educational system in Nigeria is not
let them fight for it now. Let them fight for it. Let them fight for it now. Let them open their mouth and talk. About Lagos said during ESA's protest, he said they carted away $2 million cash, man. So now that you won't make it support the Republic. They are benefiting from this rotten system. You understand? And we don't need their support. Thank God for the person of Professor Banji Akintoye. You understand? He's following this agitation intellectually by the law. What the ultimatum we gave Nigeria now has lapsed. The next thing is waiting for the United Nations. America, we have informed them about the development. We are waiting for the action on Nigeria now. And the way he said it, they are going to come and conduct a referendum themselves here, man. So we don't need the Oba. Anybody that's not following this course, I know they will be disgraced very soon. They will be disgraced. Okay. We don't even expect them to support the movement because they are benefiting from this Babylon system. You understand? So we don't expect them, and it's a shame. It's a big shame. But notwithstanding, that was not our expectation before. We have done our strategy outside them because we know they won't support us.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
All we have are Gucci kings, man. How will a Gucci king think of to break this kind of system that is binding us down?
And lastly, there's one more thing I would like us to chip in. Recently, the governor of Benue State was attacked by herdsmen, and he alleged that there's been a plan by the Mieti Allah to assassinate him. And that was why he was attacked on his farm last week Saturday. And for those who did not get a full video of it while he was saying it, I will play the video, then we'll talk about it when I come back.
I usually go to my farm. So I went to my farm along Boko Road, and on our way back, we started hearing some gunshots. We discovered people who were dressed in black. And from our experience, it was very clear that these are Fulani militia men, bandits. And I do not want to take things for granted, because a few days ago, the media were awash with the communique or the statement from the Fulani Mieti Allah, who met in Yola. That is where they met in 2006 and decided that they must take Nigeria as their country, and every other person living here must be slave. That was why they started infiltrating the entire country. And they came out with a statement. I was alarmed, singling me out as the only person who is creating problems for the entire Fulani race in this country. It was quite disturbing. And behind the scene, I also heard that in the meeting, I was targeted for elimination. This was the information I got. And they will go after me, whether in my home or in my farm or wherever they get me. And this is not the first time. I had intelligence before that these people said they were going to kill my security aides and then capture me alive and give me gradual killing. But like I always say, my life is in the hands of God. It's not in the hands of any Fulani man or anybody whatsoever. And I still remain firm. I will fight for truth, justice, equity, and fairness till when God permits that I should not be here again. Then I can go. But it's only God that can permit my exit on this earth. Not any Fulani man. I want to say it boldly. They have no right. They will continue to fail just like they did today. I appreciate the security personnel attached to me. They were able to repel them, and they could not have access to me. And thank God for my fitness to have run for more than 1.5 kilometers without stopping. It means that God has given me strength, and I'm grateful to God. And I want to say a quote from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "If peace means keeping my mouth shut in the midst of injustice and evil, I don't want peace. If peace means willingness to be exploited economically, dominated politically, humiliated and segregated, I don't want peace." Martin Luther King Jr. This is what he said. And I stand with him. I'm not going to subject myself to intimidation of anyone whatsoever. I don't have
Can't hear you. Hello, I can't hear you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's happening, but our guest seems to be having a problem with the whole thing. Then I would say it was good having Mr. It was. So let's I can hear you, Mr. Mabel.
Okay, hello, okay. I can hear you
Can
now.
you hear me now? Okay.
Yes, but yeah, the volume is low.
Like this.
I managed to hear you.
You cannot still hear me like this? Can you hear me like this?
Can I hear you more than that?
Yeah.
The audio needs to be up a bit, please.
Yeah, it's totally up. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse us for a minute. Is it better like this? Is it better like
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Managed to hear you. I couldn't get it like
But
before. So I just have
can
to
you
manage. Hello?
and now is it better?
Not really better. Not better. Not better at all.
That's good. I can hear you loud and clear. Nigerian.
All right.
So can you hear me now?
It's not audible enough, no.
Oh, I don't know. And like this, can you hear me now?
I'm just hearing you a bit. It's not really. Oh.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's good now.
Yeah, you
It's
can hear
better.
me now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. To the last video.
Yeah.
To the last video. So what do you think? With this autumn that was chased, and it was chased, and then he said, "Thank God he was fit, and that was why he was able to escape." But the question is, if a governor of a state is not safe, then I wonder what the citizens are. That means the citizens are in for a very big trouble, because
Yes.
if Akon, they could chase him, and Miyetti could threaten him, and the government is not doing anything about it, then for an average Nigerian citizen, I wonder what is going to happen.
Yeah.
So it was nice having you, Mr. Mabel, leader for this whole Nigerian network.
Yeah.
We cannot really have a very good discussion, but probably some other time we will be happy to have you again on Yemi's house. And I hope that when we call you, you surely answer us.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Thank you
Thank you
very
for
much,
having
Mr. Mabel.
me here.
Thank you very, very
Thank you
much,
very
Mr.
much.
Mabel. That's nice having
You're
you on the
welcome.
show. Yeah.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice day. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, um, ladies and gentlemen, now Ladies and gentlemen. Hello? Hello? Something is wrong. Hello? Hello? But it's loud here now. I stop it already. It's loud now. Welcome back. And like I said, we are sorry for that whole thing because, as you all know, Nigeria network is it's catastrophic. So right now, we will now go and talk about this thing that is happening in Nigeria right now, and that has to do with this video came online yesterday, and I saw it, and I'm a little bit shocked about it because it has to. The video was about how people at the Nigerian port, they still think that people from overseas bring, and we here in overseas, we hustle, we struggle, and at the end of the day, what happens? Some people in Nigeria, they just stay there and they steal everything. So I will show you a video now of how they loot at the Nigerian port, and with cameras and with even custom officials in the nearby, such things still go on without being curtailed. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is a video of that.
tó mo tún kí wa o tí ẹ bá ń wo àwòrán tẹ̀ ń wò dáadáa a rí wípé iléeṣẹ́ ìkẹ́rùwọlé orílẹ̀-èdè wa lẹ̀ ń wò yìí tí àwọn èèyàn fi ṣọwọ́ sí wa. Ẹni tó ya àwòrán yìí ó wà nínú ọkọ̀ lọ́ọ̀kan jíjìn ni ló fi ń yà wọ́n ká bàa lè rí àwọn ọṣẹ́ ńlá tí àwọn wọ̀nyí ń ṣe àti ẹ̀gbin àti àbùkù tí wọ́n fi ń rẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè lára. Nígbà tí àwọn èèyàn bá fi ẹrù ṣọwọ́ tó ṣe yí pé ẹrù tí wọ́n fi ṣọwọ́ ìnà wọ́n ń jí táyà ọkọ̀ ìní wọ́n ń jí yìí o tí wọ́n sì ń pààrọ̀ rẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń fi òmíì pààrọ̀ ní kọ̀rọ̀ láwọn ọkọ̀ tó ṣe yí pé wọ́n ti ṣetán àti gbé wọn jáde. Àmọ́ wọn ò lẹ́bi o bí kò ṣe ìjọba wa, torí pé gbogbo ibi tí à ń wò yìí ló yẹ kí ayàyún kámẹ́rà ó wà láti máa mọ kí ní ń lọ ní gbogbo kúlù. Tí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ fi pààyàn gan sírú bíi àbẹ́fẹ́ ṣe iṣẹ́ ìjàmbá tó tún ju eléyìí lọ, ìjẹ́ ẹnìkankan yóò wà mọ̀ bí. À ń pèjọba àpapọ̀ o, a sì ń pe àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ aṣọ́bodè àti gbogbo àwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàn àti gbogbo àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ aláàbò, torí gbogbo àwọn táyà rí wípé wọ́n ń wọ aṣọ èyí tó túmọ̀ sí pé wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ níbẹ̀rẹ̀. Àwòrán yìí fi ojú àwọn wọ̀nyí hàn o, a sì fẹ́ kí ìjọba kó gbé ìgbésẹ̀ gidi gan lórí wọn, torí wípé àwọn eléyìí ń bà wá lójú jẹ́. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o, orúkọ wo ní bàjẹ́ o, orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà yóò túbọ̀ dá. ó dàbọ̀.
Well, as you could see, that I find very, very, very ridiculous and outrageously callous on their part. Because I, myself, I have a very bad experience with such. I've twice myself, I've tried to send things down to Nigeria inside a car, and twice they've been stolen. The last one was even worse. The whole car was emptied, was made empty. Everything was taken out of the car. And now the new law by Grimandi is that no cars shipped to Nigeria or Africa now will have anything inside. And now, because they cannot steal things inside the car, they now go for tires. Can you just imagine? Tires of cars. People buy cars at high prices. People buy things. People sit down here in Europe. People are in Europe, they hustle. Do you know what it means to leave your house by 8 o'clock in the morning? I know many people here in Europe. Don't just think here is a bed of roses. That the exchange rate is ridiculously ridiculous does not mean we Nigerians should now be acting ridiculous to ridicule ourselves. Here, winter, summer, autumn, spring, you go out, you walk. You have no father, no mother, there's nobody you run to who is going to render you any assistance. You don't have any brother or sister who say, okay, I don't have food inside my house, I will go get free food there. Here, you hustle. Here, you work hard. Here is no joke. Here, for every penny you earn, you will work hard for it. So when people here send things down home to Africa, it's from their sweat. And when some people sit down at that pot, and the only thing they know how to do is to harvest from where they did not sow, I think something should be done. And it's even now more outrageous and kind of sad and disheartening that while these guys are committing this atrocity, custom officers are just like a stone throw away. And another thing is, apart from that, they said there's a closed circuit camera, CCTV. But the question is, I bet those cameras ain't working, because if they are working, they will definitely see how they are committing all these atrocities, because this goes on. I believe this is not the first time. This has been going on for a long time. So it's either, I don't want to be judgmental, but if this is not nipped in the bud, then that means the officials at the Nigerian port they conspire to commit these atrocities. They are in the know of it, because if they are not in the know of it, then they will not be committing such atrocities with impunity, without even I mean, it's so obvious they don't care if you see them or you don't see them. They should try and understand. People in diaspora contribute not less than 60% of the total GDP to that country. And if we contribute that much into the GDP, and yet the only thing you can do for us as a country to make us feel as if, okay, you're appreciative, is by stealing the things that we also day and night to get here, down home, and you take it, then I think that's really, 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 really sad and really, really bad, because I feel annoyed, because I used to blame other people for these atrocities. But now it's so obvious is that it's our own people that are supposed to protect and guide our things that we ship down to Africa are the ones that are really stealing these things away. So the government should do something about it. I think if this goes on for a long time like this, probably, I don't know, Grimad says, don't put anything inside your car to reduce all this theft. Now they don't see they cannot steal from the car. They cannot steal from inside the cars. And what are they doing right now again? Stealing tires. Very soon they'll be opening the bonnet and be stealing the batteries, stealing the fan belts. Then when you ship your car down home, you have everything complete. By the time you clear it out of the wharf, you just have only a zombie car. You just only have a car that is empty. The engine might be gone. Virtually. So if this goes on, I can bet with you, in the next 1 year, when you ship your car down home, mọ́tò ló máa gbé jáde, ló máa clear jáde no port, empty car ló máa clear jáde, ní ní engine, ní ní battery, ní ní anything more. But this has to stop. This cannot go on in a country that they say they have a president and they say they have a controller general of customs. I hope he sees this video and something needs to be done. They have to nip this in the bud. We cannot be sitting there and be hustling day and night, suffering day and night. You have graduates here, they call them telavashas. It means they wash plates. We have them cleaning floors. We have them doing many and dirty jobs, all because they want to send something back home to their people. And when they do that, and now you send it, and the only thing you get is you get 30% of what you send down to Africa. How do you want to feel? How do you want to see the country? Do you know any brothers here who say they don't want to come back to that country called Nigeria because of things like this? Now, these people stealing now, is it Buhari now that is stealing this thing? It's a question. Or is it your state governor that is stealing this thing? You steal these tires, how much do you want to sell it? How much? And now when they catch you, you'll be saying, sorry, your guy, say Shuni. What does devil have to do with this? This is pure greed, and you're just being wicked. Something needs to be done about this. So my people, Yemi's house, it's always, I'm always emotional, and always, when it comes to issues of Nigeria like this, it gets me so emotional. When I see our brothers are supposed to like protect our interest, and they are the ones destroying that interest, it's annoying. Okay, so my people, that's it for today. It was nice talking to Mr. Maberu, and nice having been back on Yemi's house. And we will now make it that every Friday we will be going on live to talk to people, rub minds, discuss issues, and see how Africa can be a better place. Because people say it can never, but I keep telling them I believe it can. So, thanks once again for staying tuned. Thanks once again for following. Thanks once again for subscribing. And then for those who are yet to subscribe, please go to Yemi's House Berlin and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And then if you have any comments, or if you have anything bothering your mind that you don't know how to let it out, just leave me a message, and definitely I will hear your mind, and I will hear your opinions, and I will let the whole wide world know what's going on. So, once again, Mudupelowe for watching this video. I'm really grateful, and what can I say? You've been supportive. You've been there. I mean, for this past weeks that I've not posted anything, I've received so many questions. Why Yemi? And I told them, look, I will. I'm just waiting to see where the wind will blow. And as you can see, we are already guessing where the wind will blow. So, until next time, I always tell you, èmi náà ni Yemi, wọn dẹ̀ ní fẹ́ nìkan kan ṣe mí. Thanks, and stay tuned. Keep safe. Peace.